Welcome back to Mararthon Yuge. I am Admin 1 of NFX. We are on Admin Challenge 1. Level, I think, 116. Yes, Splendid War. So, starting off reading the terminal. Sketchiest part is that give a Casio Fisher-Price keyboard and gets tracked easily. Enforcers are helping us now. Have a string of Mararthon. Ha. Radix? Yes. Okay. Yeah, right. Yeah, specialization's coming. Blade Zero must have pressed some mention that trick. Now I stay around here. Hail. Hail. Oh. Okay. I'll bet. No. Hail, Spooky. I'll do I don't have simply unchecking the... I don't think I've talked about this much yet, but I have been thinking of making a comeback of what we would call Phase 1 NFX music, which was the type of music NFX made for the first couple of years of its existence. It was mostly a solo project, albeit with a big revolving door of outside contributors that involved me sequencing MIDI stuff in a more meticulous, rigid fashion than when it comes to creating music with the live recordings of band on keyboard and sometimes rock instruments. Anyway, I've been thinking that the way to resurrect Phase 1 of NFX, which by the way would probably actually not be under the name NFX, but under the name Admin 1 instead, and feature only my own ideas. The way to do that would be to start soundtracking for not only Mararthon scenarios that don't have music, but, well, firstly, probably even some that do after a while, and also net packs. Anyway, I'm trying another one now. Boo. Oh, maybe it's a map error then. This is so damn lame. I was just stuck at a ridiculous public gathering smudging a paint castle near a bunch of middle-aged Amerifats, well insipid garbage like Uptown Funk You Up littered in the background. P.S. Don't yiff next to the assault rifle or you're fired. Hey, speaking of Mararthon, did either of you ever read Mararthon magazine? Going to save that link this time. Sorry, I still seem to be having minor throat problems. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, I would definitely like to start soundtracking Mararthon stuff. In fact, I've already made some attempts at doing so. It's slowly but surely coming along, and one way that I've found to compose more naturally is actually by starting with drum tracks. It's more natural to me, given that as far as instruments go, I'm a drummer first and foremost, so I have kind of an innate understanding of how to compose drum parts, and it's pretty liberating to be able to do so just by composing them, writing them out on a computer, and having the computer play it back rather than me actually writing drum parts on the drum kit. Because this way I don't have to worry about physically replicating it myself when some of what I want to write is maybe a little fast or complex. So I start with writing drum parts and then put melodies over the top. I think things will be proceeding more effectively and more naturally that way. As it is, I'm generally pretty technical and structural and percussive in the way I think musically. It's not to say that there isn't genuine soul or emotion in the music, but I actually think that being willing to be technical can be a part of that. There's a sort of reverence for craft. Juggernaut? Trumpernaut? Alright. Well, the forces have been doing an alright job. Alright. Yeah, the enforcers are helping me alright on this level. Come back out. Every now and then you have an at least minutely different experience with Yuge after literally thousands of levels, and you wonder, why didn't I experience this before? It's like the right algorithmically generated circumstances just didn't yet coalesce that entire time for that minutely different thing to happen. Killed itself. Yeah, good job, enforcers. I'm pretty proud of you in this level. Anyway, I think that the Adminn 1 solo MIDI sequenced music will generally be faster, more energetic, maybe even somewhat metallic. Although, not specifically in an idiomatic way, just in the sense of the energy, the density, the interest in different kind of dark tonality. But part of this is because I'm just interested in creating sounds on the computer that couldn't possibly be mimicked by humans. Alright. Is there one down here? Oh, okay, here we go. I think that's it. Yep. New. I have no variation either. Die every moment you quit. Sure. Your events have a custom patch. It'll act like semen banging on vacation aqua. It's so people think. Oh, I remember how did spend much of chemtrails, fluoride, brainwashing, and exercise. Meridian, Idaho. I wanted to. Haha, thinks once Spooky's telling us. Probably vapor waivers. Because of the Elefanti podcast, the foot of survival but admirable and survival 0 to call it aqua. Yes, with flechettes only. We did either of February 8th, 2017, Adminn 1 of Unreal Gold's Heal Pod map. I imagine traffic concerns to even send that damages me a jacket on playing Doom from there. Someone should raise the snow effects list. Alright, level 117, Inconsequential Panic. This one has only one fill stash. Broad sense. I was at far worse. Level 52 pickup. I just stopped her more than the hunters helping us. Bill Burr joke map. He barely made back into big of survival. Okay, this kind of spirit? Shit. What level solo sometime? Haha. But I left shortly after without thinking. And it's the topic for solo map, making it solo levels. It's... Let's save after that. Anyway, no guarantees about the sound tracking thing coming to fruition, but it's at least something I've been doing that's helping me develop my composing and productivity. So far, I've been interested in sound tracking for the stock net maps in Mararthon Infinity, and for this solo scenario, Kill Them All. And on that note, I am interested in returning to my playthrough of Kill Them All. I'm just not sure when it'll happen, but so far it doesn't seem like it'll be long. I'll finish this off first before trying to end. While I'm at it, I should go get that shield capsule for whatever may be coming. At least there's a lesser one there. Alright. Died Hase, where others gathered around the fourth Mararthon ambient sounds. I'm going in Noif. Okay, getting into this question. Hail. Alright. As might end was inspired something. I can't, unfortunately. Well, depending on there. Aqua would Ryoko TK hosted in is no accounting for now. But now I'm working on from a step in single player and steadier in California. I can also been able to program the fussy and talking on the sea. It's great. Guest man, don't worry about it. The ones that falls under my latest juice cast. So wait, is it nuke the site specifically in Squadron first? Damn, wish I was programmed to spend it all 18 minutes ago. I'm making stuff too. I've been away. For some point of them with... oh yeah, it's level 118 weary news. Anyway. For some point of them with the Failer Man. Good. Yes. Trump, good idea, Tojo. And forces are helping us. Who gets me what happened both Wayland on Duality? I released any of there could grenade hop over and that my band. That's the thing happened. Will you'll be the cheese Vox Day song? Catface. Ever suck pretty huge lengths. Indeed. Can you would. I'd. Alright. For those wondering about if I would soundtrack all levels of Yuge, I think it would have to be any effects that does that, because there's just too many levels for me to really compose for all of them in the Adminn 1 way. But theoretically, over the course of my lifetime, I could come up with 4,352 indie effects tracks that I would be satisfied with enough to release. So it's possible. But even then, there'd be so much work just getting them all to play, setting them all up with the right scripts so that they play in all these levels. Fun little skirmish. By the way, I have been working slowly but surely on a level 4 Mararthon Pavenstein. Bit more on that later. Okay, see you all next time. Did you auto-generate them somehow? Does Colbert still pretend to be Republican as a parody, or is he past that now? Douche Tower, I have a question. That's actually a good idea. Make a YouTube video out of a mapping session. Okay, but I still wish my face and mom committed treason. One moment. Anyway, Mararthon Pavenstein. I probably said this before, but I just feel like repeating it because it makes me happy. It is, as its name suggests, reminiscent of Wolfenstein. That is Wolfenstein 3D, in the sense of flat grid-based structure. It uses textures from Tempo Sirai. I'll also mod it so that there's no friendly fire between enemies, and so that they're all allies. That way there won't be infighting as much. The player won't be able to cheese fights as easily. I did a similar thing with Shader Void, but I think it'll be easier this time since I don't have to worry about kind of making human weapon projectiles from the enemies still work the way they're supposed to while being basically flagged as alien projectiles. Oops. Hopefully I'll survive this. Alright. Back to where there are shields. Or at least a save pattern. Alright, that's good enough. Oh, didn't notice that Trump or not. Well, I'll go ahead and deal with it now. I've got plenty of fusion batteries. Oops. Damn. Okay, that's done with. Time to save. Hey. Yeah, bit of a waste. Oh well. Damn. Forces are rocking today. Of course I say that and they start shooting at the floor. I better get out of the way before that thing explodes. I'll take care of this noob. Oh, thanks. Alright. What the fuck? Okay. Almost out of here. And we believe Deuce Tower always hosts games I've really wanted to spawn point. However, that once again for even suggested someone else already know it, there are some things that cylinder level right lines from hosting them. It's pretty sporadic because of types. We'd play that, but for both the address, oh yeah, that into him recently and yet been the sudden influx of Adminn 1, that's pretty rough. There was around. Flicta? Maybe. I'll be around. I see. A recess in reality. I'm explaining Survival Zero to reconfigure as Yuge. I reckon Cerasi and Fiat Siam preserved has been pretty neat. And I remember how the source of stats sobriety, Adminn 1, I was indeed worthy of shitty review for. Okay, level 119, Gleeful Branch. Wait. I gotta take a picture of this. Okay. Perfect. At any rate, I'd probably really read almost don't need to this aqua. Troopers are helping us you to join this way. You've got past me with that roll nicely, so there's no one's goodness relative to use it. What the coming to red light green jello with them to be? Interesting. That must know. Tab or whatever reason. I'm looking at cat face. Yeah, I laugh so. Oops. Snipe. All right. back. Alright, yeah, this is a pretty reasonable combination of rockets and bullets, so as to not waste too much firepower or take too long. Okay, fusion pistol should come in handy here. I'm getting better at the Yuge pistols for sure. They may not be a primary weapon, but they definitely have their use. They're more than just a fallback weapon. Two down, two to go. Oh, shit. What a waste. I, of course, did not realize I was too close. Well, now I'm going to be more in the habit of saving for just about every significant battle. Alright, rocket time. Okay, getting better on the fusion pistol front. Well, it's good to take a break from the last piece of territory that I died in. I feel refreshed at this new, more fruitful experience to return when I need to. But that'll happen next time anyways, because my time's almost up. I need some other time left over to work on other things, including stuff like pavement sign and sound tracking, and some other currently undisclosed projects that relate to both Mararthon and just external skills that I'm interested in developing. Escort, in any case, come in. Actually, Marathon Infinity is 21. Forget it, I'm done. Yes, You're bleeding together. Not to mention put it on one of those cracks serial finder things for people far and wide. Go to Mararthon, thong, thong, haha. Alright, I'm done for today. Next time on Mararthon Yuge, we will cover level 119 Gleeful Branch and beyond. Until then, thanks for watching.